Hello, and thank you very much for tuning in. Today I'm going to be going through just a really quick kind of my EDC pocket dump, what I kind of like to have and the thought process behind it. Excuse me, let me go ahead and adjust this. So, the first thing, and maybe the most important, and it's super overlooked, is just a regular, nothing special pocket knife. So it's literally just a Benchmade pocket knife. Like, it's not a lock, it's not a fighting weapon. It's just a pocket knife. I use it to open packages, I use it to open mail, I use it to cut rope, cut string, anything like that. It's just regular old fashioned pocket knife, nothing special. Does pocket knife things. The next thing that I really like to keep on me, sometimes I forget it. I don't have the program compliance I should with it, but I think it's still a really useful tool, is a flashlight, right? So Surefire wedge, if you watch any of my other videos, you know I'm kind of a Surefire slut. These things are good. They're really just built like tanks, right? So they're not the brightest flashlights on the market. I also have the Streamlight wedge that, man, that thing has been through hell and back with me, but it's substantially cheaper. So that's the one I usually carry whenever I'm going to go do something that I know I'm going to just beat the crap out of my flashlight, and I'll show that one on another video. This one has like 3 settings. You push it, push it, push it, push it again, turns off. This is an older one, so it's USB-C or micro USB rechargeable, not USB-C, and it's got a nice little pocket clip, so it just rides in my pocket. Now, the next thing is a multi-tool. So these things are phenomenal. Now everyone's like, oh, well, you don't need a knife and a multi-tool. Well, yeah, that's probably true, but like, I use this for stuff I wouldn't use a knife for, and I use a knife for stuff I wouldn't use this for. So this is a Leatherman Arc with a MagnaCut steel blade. Really well built multi-tool. Does everything I need it to do. I like the action of it. It's pretty smooth. It comes apart. And then I actually bought the sheath for it. But like, it's got a little pair of scissors on it. It's got a file. It's got a knife blade. Got a couple screwdrivers. Got a pick. Just really all around useful tool. If you don't have one, you don't have to spend a fortune on them. Cobalt makes one. It's like $50. Got a lifetime warranty on it. Craftsman makes one. Gerber makes one. Leatherman makes them. SOG makes a really awesome one that's got gears in it. It doesn't really matter which one it is. I would just say, like, get one and carry it. You would be amazed at how useful it is to just have a pair of pliers and a bunch of different little tools on your person. Super helpful. And then I've got a pistol, right? If you watch any of my other videos, you'll probably see the one that I'm talking about. It's in an Incog holster. Huge fan, been a fan forever. If you watch some of my other videos, we'll get into a holster recommendation video later. The 3 that I really like are anything from Haley Strategic, if it's got the little disruptive dragonfly on it. Pretty good product. Haven't had any issues out of them. I'm running one of the new Incogs that they partnered with Safariland, but the old ones, I've got a buddy who's been running one of those for like 12 years or 15 years. I mean, like, when they first dropped it, and he was partnered with G-Code. That's what he bought. He bought one, and he's had the same holster forever. It wore out like 3 times. He's broken all the software or the hardware on it. They've offered to replace it, and he's like, no. He's like, I just need another clip. I'll pay for it. It's been a great holster. I paid $50 for it 15 years ago, or however long ago it was, and he won't carry another holster. Then I also really like the T-Rex Arms sidecar. I've gotten a few of them. I've got the Gen 1s, that's just the rigid. I've got the Gen 2 that's got the flex piece in the middle. Super comfortable way to carry. Really love it. And it's ready out of the box. I've never had to make any kind of an adjustment on one, ever. And everyone I've recommended, they buy it and they love it. So if you're finding yourself that, like, hey, I don't like to carry my pistol because it's super uncomfortable, you probably have the wrong holster. And the third one that I really love is by Tier 1. Tier 1 Concealed makes awesome products. They're super reasonably, I mean, they're not really super reasonably priced, but it's a lot of bang for the buck, and their warranty is phenomenal. So I'd say that's why they're reasonably priced, is they actually have a warranty that, like, if you break it, congratulations, you already paid for it. They're just going to replace it for you. And that's really about it. So, like, I leave a medical, like IFAC, in my truck, and I leave a big medical bag in my truck as well. And then if I'm going out and I'm going to be away from my vehicle, like I'm going for a hike or I'm going to do whatever, I've got a Spiritus Systems medical bag in a fanny pack, and I just wear that. And it's big enough that I can put like a Glock 43 in it. And then I can carry that along with like my tourniquet and a couple of things of QuikClot and some like really quick stuff. Most of the time I'm not going to be super far from my truck, so like I do carry a tourniquet, like if I'm wearing like the Viking belt, or I have an extra magazine pouch, I'll put a tourniquet in there and carry it. But for the most part, like that's the one that I keep one nearby. Usually I want it to be within like a 30 to a 45-second run of me. But unless I'm like actually going, for a hike, going out in the woods, going somewhere where I see a lot of danger, I'm probably not going to be carrying that on me. And the whole reason, and like there's a million people there, and be like, oh, you wouldn't care, why wouldn't you carry that? But and it's like, hey man, look, you can only carry so much stuff with you at a time. I mean, you can't carry everything. I mean, I'm carrying a pistol, flashlight, a pocket knife, and a multi-tool, along with a spare magazine for my pistol, just because that's what's in the holster. And that, all of that, and then you got your wallet, you've got your cell phone, so your pockets are already really full. And there's only so many things you're realistically going to be able to carry with you every single day. And I think this is about where my line in the sand is of, hey, anything more than this is now a hindrance. And I'm going to lose program compliance. So like the little pocket knife, I don't even think about that. It just always stays in the pocket of one of my pants. I actually lost my favorite one. It was a Benchmade Weekender last week. I think it was just in a pair of pants, and it fell out when we were doing laundry. It's around the house somewhere. But like a little pocket knife those things are just worth their weight in gold, because then you don't have to whip out a multi-tool or do a whole bunch of crazy stuff every time you need a knife. And they are super useful. Multi-tool, man, I can't even tell you how many times I've been like, man, why do I carry this? I never use it. And then sure enough, like a day later, I'm using the pliers for something that I didn't even expect to use them for. I'm using the screwdriver and making adjustments on stuff, and they're just super, super handy to have around. And then the flashlight, that's the one where like, hey man, like get into that compliance, because if you watch a lot of videos or whatever, like that's literally cover. Is the light. Like you can blind somebody at night, you can disorient them. People that are doing nefarious things at dark will kind of want to keep things in the dark, so a light works really well for like backing them up. And the other thing it does is, like, if you need a light, then the thought will never cross your mind to use the one on your weapon. As dumb as that sounds, people do it all the time. They use their weapon mounted lights for just literally normal flashlight stuff. So just carry a little flashlight. You don't have to be super crazy. You don't have to go nuts. The Surefire wedge is like $250, $300, which is a lot of money. The Streamlight one is like $100. A lot of times you can get them used off of Facebook. You can get them used off of eBay. And for used gear, man, a lot of people sleep on eBay. I really, really would recommend you at least, if you know you're going to buy something, check there. A lot of the companies, the warranties transfer when you get something used, so you can get them off of eBay. There's a whole magnitude of reasons why buying used is usually better than buying new from an environmental standpoint. And then you look at it again, and it's like, wow, and I save 30 to 60% depending on what it is that I'm buying. And in reality, a lot of the times, like, what it is somebody buys something and then it never really gets used. Like, I bought Surefire X300s that were 2 years old that didn't even have a battery in them, because somebody bought them for a gun. It went on the gun. It went in a safe. They pulled the battery out when it went in the safe, and it just sat there for 2 years. And then they sold the gun. They didn't sell the light. They sold the light separately, and I got a Surefire X300 for like $150. That in reality had not even had a full battery ran through it. So, there are definitely some options for saving some money and still getting really, really good deals. And a lot of people sleep on eBay for it. But like, program compliance is the most important thing with all of this. Whatever you have to do to make it so you are carrying your pistol and you are competent with your carry weapon and you are carrying some basic stuff that is more likely to help you out, right? Be it a flashlight, be it a multi-tool, be it a pocket knife. Like those things are huge in most scenarios, and they're completely overlooked. And then medical gear, right? Like you need it, and you need to know how to use it, and you need to take the class on how to use it. But in reality, if you're not carrying a full IFAK with you everywhere you go, I think you probably fall in line with like 99.5% of humans on the face of this planet, definitely in the country. But like taking a Stop the Bleed class or taking, any kind of medical class is really what's going to set you apart. And then making the determination of, hey, this is how I'm going to carry because this is what I'm comfortable with, this is what I'm used to. That's really what's also going to set you apart, is like having your own stuff tailored to you and your needs. Super important. Thanks, guys. Stay safe out there. Make sure you guys are training, go to the range, take classes, whatever you need to do in order to safely and effectively protect yourself and your loved ones.